Yo. What's up, everybody? Ladies, gentlemen, and all my sexy people in between. We are back with Erica. The Erica? Yes. The Erica. So here is my plan to finish out this game, this story, this recording session. Now, if you remember the last time, I'm pretty sure that we got some pretty hard evidence that a lot of this is in my head. When we decided to forsake the butterfly mask and destroy it, just like the ring and the fires of Mount Doom. We snapped back to the room we originally were in, and we just ended up throwing not a mask, yet the flame and shit to blow up Delphi house, burnt into the ground again. So that's some pretty concrete evidence that we're fucking crazy and it's all in our head. But we're not gonna let that get us down. What we're gonna do continuing forward here. For today, all I'm gonna do today is I'm going to get to the point where we first arrive at Delphi house and test out all of my options available to me there. I want to see what happens. Now, of course, this is going to be a lot of work for me, mind you, but it'll be quick snap-ins for you guys. So now that includes going back to the masks and stuff, touching a different mask. Something different happened when we touched a different mask. Going to that room where we heard the talking and stuff and bust on in. What happens if they hear us be talking and shit? Pick up the phone when she tells us to go investigate in that room. Let's go investigate in that room. You know, pretty much testing out every possibility available to us to see what happens just in that one section. After I'm done doing that, the next time I record this, I imagine I'm going to just look up how you get all the achievements and go through them all. Skim through some kind of complete storyline walkthrough if that exists of this on the internet or something, to see if there's any storylines I missed so I can show you guys those. And then of course look at stuff potentially on Reddit, on different forums and stuff, to see the theories that exist. Different theories, different ideas, and we can wrap up our Erica playthrough at that point. So I'm going to start a new story here. Going to cut the recording. Start a new story here when we get to the point where we arrive at Delphi house. And guess what? We're going to get in this bitch. And I'm going to have to see this intro like a million fucking times, which I'm not like... I can skip stuff, can't I? Or can I not? I don't know. Anyways, I'll find out. I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright people, we in it. Phone about to go ring ring. And then we adventure. We can go do the phone thing. I haven't done this in a while actually, which is interesting.
Erica Mason.
Boom, boom.
I've waited a long time
Boom, boom,
to speak
boom,
to you.
Boom, boom, boom.
Did you like my gift?
What do you want with me?
Oh.
You're like your mother. That's what your father told them. He's not who you thought he was.
It's horrible reception on the phone.
Follow the music. Find Elodie Carter. See what he did to her. See him for who he really was.
What will I find?
If you don't look, you'll never know. Find Elodie Carter. See for yourself.
I'd like to do just that. I'm gonna see for myself. Elodie Carter, which isn't that my mother's name before she was married? Like before she became a Mason and shit. Never walked towards this room before. I'm interested to find out what's in here. Bet you anything I get stopped by that German security guard. Dude, I've never seen this room before. This is fascinating to me. I want to look at the files, dog. Oh, you would lock this shit. You fuck. We go farther. No. Check the music box. Ooh, there's like a suitcase or something. Oh god, I thought she was gonna turn around and there was gonna be someone there, and I was about to flip my shit. Typewriter. Something half written on it. I mean, I feel like we gotta check this, right? That's like the obvious one. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Mason is with great... Oh, something about Steinbeck here. Okay, Steinbeck. It was a great sadness that we extend our condolences to you and your family. Tiara... What? Tiara was such a delight... What? I forgot, even at the end, she faced her challenges head-on, and despite her circumstances were never less than difficult, she remained true to herself until the last. Please find, along with this letter, her possessions, which... It is a great... which we are happy to return. Please find enclosed multiple personal items. Ashtray, clay, box of jewelry, poster, wall hangings, crazy pictures... Why was it written twice? With so many crazy pictures, which they withhold and burned. Blanket, withhold, burn. Fascinating. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're gonna go lefty here first. Way to put it back exactly the way you found it. Smart. I feel like we're learning stuff that I've never known before. What does it say now? Give it away, give it away. Caulker on way. Sec. There's an additional LF free KC schedule information. Okay. Ooh. Something that was scratched on here but not written in. Numbers. Jahar. Numbers. Remember when we had Jahar's book and there was numbers and shit? What are these numbers that link with Jahar? I still have never figured that out. I've never been able to add those numbers, figure out what was with the numbers and why Jahar has all these numbers and shit. I'm hoping someone online has. There's a key. A key to the door, maybe. I feel like I should have left the music on, if I'm being honest with you, so there's less chance that someone would hear me in here. But mistakes were made. And we have to live with them. Oh man, this is the big personnel file right here, dog. This is the big personnel file. Rosa Ballard, we know that. I want to see who the other one is. Harriet Carter. Alady Carter. Which I'm assuming was my mother. And whoa. Admitted. Did you see that? Hold on. Delphi House, record of termination. Confidential property. She was fired? No needs Erica. Senior staff nurse. Approved. 28. 4 years. 6 months. Yeah, obviously your father. Emergency contact, none. Supervisor was Carl Steinbeck. Office manager. Committed to a project case by just a physician piece. Recent admitted. So she was a patient. She started out as a nurse and became a patient? Is that what I'm... Yeah. Committed to inpatient case. By her own father. By my own father, her own husband. Oh my god. That's insane. I thought so. I've been saying this whole time that I felt like you might have been a patient yourself. But I didn't even think about your mother.
Erica, what are you doing? I told you to wait.
Sorry, I didn't want to wait in there by myself.
Come on, let's go back inside.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, we'll find someone to get you settled in. It'll be okay.
Oh my god.
Someone's here. Okay. Gotta go. Bye.
Sergeant Blake. I called this afternoon. I'm supposed to meet Dr. Ballard.
I can only apologise. We're all a bit nervous here. Sergeant Blake, I'm Rosa Ballard. I suppose you already know Chief Inspector?
Sir, this is Erica Mason.
I'm sorry we're meeting in such difficult circumstances. Is there anything we can do to make you feel at home?
It's okay. I appreciate what everyone's doing.
Come on. I'll show you the way.
Whoa. I had a feeling. I mean, you can even see it in her face, in your mother's face. She kind of looks like, yeah, you know? But like, can you leak? I mean, yes, you can. Is actually the answer. I don't know why I'm posting this out. Well, I know that I know that two people with who may be patients at at some kind of mental institute, or just people with developmental disabilities in general, can get married to each other. I'm pretty sure that can legally happen. But can you potentially with parental approval, can a person who is by medical standards normal, just purely based off, by just pure medical terms, what someone would consider an average normal human being, I'm using air quotes here, can they marry someone with known developmental disabilities? Because can someone with developmental disabilities legally consent to marrying someone? But then again, I think they got married before she was committed. Why was she committed? Whoa, that's... when I was looking at the files, all I saw was admitted. I was like, wait, she was like, I gotta get down to that part. Like, what do you mean admitted? She was a patient? I'm like, yeah. No, she started out as a nurse apparently for 4 years or something, and then became a patient? And she was admitted as a patient by her husband, by my father. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. That is fucking insane. Okay. Okay, I don't know what more we could learn from that if we continue onwards with the story. More there is more doors and stuff I'd like to open from like, you know, when you make the perfume of Hannah, there's like those other doors. I'm wondering what we could learn if we open those other doors, but I think that's going to be something for another time. For right now, I'm going to reload, because I don't think there's anything else I can learn from going that direction. There's nothing I can learn from going outside. I touched everything and read everything. I still don't know what's up with Jahar and those numbers and those letters and stuff. I don't know what's up with that. But there you go. That's something I'm going to have to probably figure out online. Hopefully someone's done that work. Or whatnot. Fuck me, dude. Alrighty. Well, that was not what I expected to see, and that just blew my fucking mind, which again makes me think that Erica, like, it seemed like she had a room in there, and at first I was thinking that was because, you know, she lived there with her family. But I honestly think Erica was a patient. Like, but then how did she leave or let her go when her father died? Because there's no way she would have been old enough to ask to leave. I don't know. So many ifs. Anyways, I'll meet you back in that same spot, and then we're gonna go see what happens if we just go barging in to that conversation and whatnot. We'll see what plays out. We'll see what other options are potentially available for us. I'll be right back. Alright, we back. And I think we're gonna go towards, I think my only other two options in this scenario is to try a different mask in order to bust through the door. So that's what it's looking like. So I think we're gonna try to bust up in this door. We're gonna find out what happens.
Lucian says this is a bad time for you to come and see her. We're in an important stage of her treatment. It's just not.
I don't care what he's...
What are you doing?
Alright, well that ended fast. That was a good, what?
No record of her anywhere.
That was a good 14, 16 minutes.
That was a waste of time.
Wasted.
I see you found someone. I guess I should have just stayed.
Okay, well, we've already heard that conversation in the mask stuff. I think, I'm not sure if I want to go through all that again just to test out the fucking mask. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. When I was starting the thing up again, after learning that our mother was admitted to a mental house, for lack of a better term, it with the sentence that Mafaja spoke at the beginning, saying that, you know, your mother used to tell me stories, you know, things she could see and stuff, and that hits so much harder to home, knowing that she wasn't all there. You know what I mean? that she had some developmental issues. So it legitimately seemed like she was crazy, and the fact that your father married a crazy person, and then she, gave birth to you, and you probably, were probably born with some defects as well. So my question now is, if they were watching you to see if being born from your mother was an individual with developmental disabilities, at least that's what all I can infer from now. Sorry, I was just thinking about opening the door. I was like, maybe if I didn't open it all the way, I could have watched them talking to each other. I don't know. Like, they were probably watching you to see, would you show signs? Because, this is back before modern day medicine. I'm still thinking this was back in, like, the 60s, 50s, or earlier. Excuse me. What was I saying? I was saying some shit. And so they were probably watching you to see if you showed any signs, symptoms, and stuff, since they couldn't just use technology to see, like, oh, yeah, here's some sign. Here's, like, like part of a damaged frontal lobe or some shit. I don't know. And maybe I'm putting pieces together. Maybe you didn't. And so maybe they were just like, okay, she can live on her own or whatnot. I was thinking maybe, yeah. How old was she when her mother died? How much interaction did she have? Or did her mother die during labor? I don't know the answers to these questions, but this is what I'm theorizing. But the best thing that I can infer, because it seems like the Mia Green character, like, overdosed and killed herself after your mother died because they were friends or something, and she took it hard, not knowing how to handle that kind of emotional strain, just overdosed on pills and killed herself. So I don't think she was the one who killed your father. I think you were the one who killed your father. I honestly think you were the one. And I have to imagine that the only reason you would do that is because I feel like you must have either known your mother, and I think potentially, honestly, the only thing that's bringing me to an answer that this is bringing me to is that I think either the trauma of losing your mother or potentially some of the developmental disabilities that you were given from being birthed by someone with developmental disabilities, I think would be schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is the only thing that I can honestly think of that would lead you to believe that you have to cut this symbol into your father's chest to, like, I don't know, save your mother or what have you, bring back memories of your mother, whatever. Schizophrenia is the only thing that can make me think of, like, a normal person would have these outbursts of thinking, like, no, this is what I need to do. I need to kill this person because it will do this, kind of like that girl who, in that Slender Man video, who believed to appease Slender Man, this fictional character, and make him come bring me away with them forever, I have to kill my friend. I have to carve into her fucking skin, stab her multiple times. That will make Slenderman take me away, and I'll be one with them or whatever. Like, that's straight up textbook schizophrenia. So that is the only thing that I can think of that would cause you to not only kill your own father, but then to go on a killing spree of thinking like this was everyone who was responsible for my mother's death. Revenge must be placed on them because they're horrible people and they're starting a cult or whatever. That's the only thing that I can think of. I think this character is just schizophrenic. And no one suspected her of killing her father because you're just a little girl. This is back before people knew more about this and could diagnose this. So everyone, as far as everyone else is concerned, you were just a normal ass little girl. Why would a little girl kill her own father? Not enough scientific, what's it called? Not enough forensic evidence and technology back in the day to prove it was her. There was a time before you could scan fingerprints and shit on a weapon. So that's just my guess. That is 100% my guess. So, woo, okay. Well, thank you for joining me, everybody. This is the end of our Erica jaunt journey for today. Because I honestly think if I pick up a different mask, it's going to be the exact same thing. I'm just wearing a different fucking mask. I don't think that's going to change the outcome of anything in this game. So, yeah. What I'm going to do next, as I mentioned previously, is that I'm going to look up how to get the achievements, or at least what the achievements are, and follow the story out, see if we can find new things, new pieces of the story that we didn't know before. One of them we might have started when we went in there and found the evidence that our mother was a patient. Doing that and maybe something else, an ending, I don't know, that might be part of it. So we might come back to the end of that. Again, I'm just going to do cuts of stuff here and there to show us new stuff, not go through like the whole fucking story. There's nothing new that's going down. So that's going to be the next step, so we can kind of expedite this process instead of me trying to figure it out all by myself. And then, of course, I would love to see if anyone else has came to the same conclusion and or theory that I have about I want to call her Holly about Erica being a patient herself, or maybe not a patient, but potentially suffering from things like schizophrenia or whatnot. And if anyone else believes that she was the one who killed her father, she's the one who killed the guard, she's the one who killed Jahar, she's the one who killed Steinbeck, etc., etc., etc. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyways. Yeah. And also see if anyone has found the clues between, like, Jahar and the numbers. If anyone knows what the chief inspector wanted to tell you, if there's any way to make that happen and whatnot. When he wrote you the note, said, hey, we have to talk, we gotta talk about some shit. I wanna, yeah. So, thank you for joining me. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty, the dirt, the meatball of this game. I don't know how we went from dirt to meatball, but fucking we did, because it makes sense. Anyways, I'll see you next time.